Alright folks, as always, I'm incredibly excited to bring you yet another video, as today it's a little bit different from our usual technical breakdown or gear review. I got this new pair of gloves by Salvador from Box Up Nation almost a month ago now, or about a month ago, and as you can see with these, they're a lace-up glove, but there's no laces, and the reason why is because today I'm going to show you how to change the laces to your favorite lace-up glove. Some people change the laces for their own personal reasons, like I see a bunch of people that get like a black glove and they want gold laces or a multicolored lace kind of to match the glove more or something like that, or in this case this is orange, so maybe I'd want a blue lace or something to match it better. But in this case it was because everything that this glove does good. There was one thing I didn't like about it: they used flat laces. That's my personal pet peeve. I don't know why, I just don't like flat laces. I'm actually going to show you why, because I usually change the laces to every pair of gloves that comes in that's flat, and I didn't with these. These are by Infinitude, and with these, as you can see, it frays a little bit towards the bottom already, and I've only used these maybe once or twice, and they're frayed everywhere on the lace itself. And the other thing about this lace is, for me, they're too bulky to fit through the eyelid comfortably, so when I go to pull it, I really gotta pull hard, and it's just really annoying, and then I gotta fan it out a lot harder too, because it's a fatter lace. Whereas if I get a brand like Winning, it's not because of the quality, because guys, it's a shoelace, you know what I mean? It's just because a round lace, like what Winning has, when I just pull this through, it's boop, boop, and we're all good, and we're good to go, and I can tighten it just as fast and pull it, and we're all done. Right? So it's just a lot easier to do round laces for me than flat laces. So I'll put these gloves to the side and show you exactly what I did with these Salvadors. So as you can see, I made this video kind of on the fly because I already laced these. I said, you know what? Maybe this would be a good video for people that don't know how to do it. But I'm going to show you exactly how I laced them. I just picked a 72-inch pair of boot laces. They're black because I think black fits this glove really well. I don't really care for white laces because they show dirt really easy. I don't pick white gloves a whole lot because they show dirt easy. But you want to go with a 72-inch pair of laces. And guys, like I said, it's no fault of Salvador or any other company out there. Just to give you an idea, like Winnings, this glove brand new costs like $400 nowadays. When I got them, they were like $320 or so with shipping. And I can probably tell you, out of all the materials that they use, these shoelaces probably cost Winning all of $2 to get, which is no exception from the laces that I use with my Salvadors. This is called Shoe Gear, and I literally bought these for $1.50 from Dollar General down the street. Okay, so I bought a bunch of these. I usually have a bunch of laces on hand just in case I need to change anything, because they're so cheap. And it's just, you know, if say my laces tend to you know, fall apart, sometimes they accidentally scrape or cut too much, or they wear down too much, you can't tie them, or they're falling apart, they're too threaded, they don't fit through the eyelids anymore, you just have an extra pair on hand. They're $1.50, guys. That's all you gotta do. Get something that's relatively smooth and soft so they can pull through the eyelids easy, and it doesn't rip the leather on the inside of the eyelids. As you can see here, this pulls out nice and easy, just like that, right? And it's just because it's a very soft boot lace material. And then what you do, once again, is you just pull it right through. I'm also going to show you why the plastic tip is gone at the end and what exactly I do with all of my laces whenever I change the laces. Okay, so it's a really easy pattern. I know I didn't know how to do it when I first changed laces. That's really why I'm making the video too, but I'm going to zoom in here and kind of show you what we got going on. Okay, these holes here are called eyelids. You know, if you didn't know that, that's what they're called on your shoes, but they're called eyelids. I'm going to show you exactly how to change it for the boxing glove, okay? So it's really easy. You just got to use the X factor, the X method, whatever you like to call it. Let me just come in here a little bit. So as you can see, we got the eyelids, okay? First thing I want to do is take the end, the plastic tip of the glove, of the lace rather. Don't cut this lace off yet, okay? What you want to do is you take the top eyelid like this, and you poke a hole through it and you pull it right through until you get both ends of this perfectly even in length. Because when you go to tie it for your athlete or for yourself and they're not even at the tip, see how we got a little bit more on this side, right? So I got to pull a little bit more. Okay, make sure that they're even. That way when I go to poke this hole through, pull a little bit through here, tip right here. What I do is I poke it. Let me actually see it so the camera can see it. Poke it right up and through right here. Boom. Now we got an even lace towards the top, okay? So this is super important. Once again, we got to see that the laces are nice and even, which they are, okay? I'm zoomed in here, I just forgot. See how even the laces are now, okay? So we got to pull these nice and tight and even, okay? So now what we do is relatively simple. You can do it any which way you want. I personally suggest you go towards the side that the thumb is on. So this is the right hand thumb. So I'm gonna start the X towards the thumb, okay? And why I do that is because when you tie it, it'll actually secure your thumb a little bit more, at least what I find. What you do is you go under. You never really wanna go over. You go under like this, okay? And then here is where people will start to get confused, or after here, not only do you go across just down one eyelid at a time, you go across here, but now instead of just going lace, 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 I'm gonna, I go this lace, then this lace, then this lace. Actually, I'm gonna go twice here, because if I keep going this way, it's gonna be too much of a gap to make the X perfect. So what I do here is the same lace that I just went through on this eyelid. I go down to the third eyelid on the other side. This is where we start the first half of the X, okay? And I pull that here, okay? And now I go across, and now you're gonna see that we have a perfect X going across like that, okay? And this is what that does when you do that, okay? So when I open it and shine the light on it, you can see how we have X's going down and they're perfectly matched, okay? You don't want the X's to be crisscrossed, because then it's gonna get stuck in the eyelid and it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to do that. Let me zoom out just a touch so you can see the rest of the eyelids. And then from there, you just keep going that same pattern. So now I go back through, I'll start back again because I honestly forgot where I was. So I pull, right, okay, now I go back here and then make another perfect X going across. All right, and you'll see if it's off at all, right? That's the thing, is that you will see if it's off at all. If it's not a perfect X, it's going to be very apparent that it's not a perfect X. There you go, see? Now we got perfect X, still going down. And that's all you do. Now use the same lace you just went through, because you haven't gone through it twice yet. Now we're done with that lace for a second. It keeps getting caught at the bottom. Okay, super simple, guys, right? I just figured I'd make this, maybe if someone got lost like I did when I was a little 13-year-old kid, like, how do I change the laces to my gloves? Well, now you know. And now, if there's a time travel anywhere, I can show my younger self, like, hey, you're actually going to help a lot of people out with this one day. Who knows? But we pull it through. My thumbs weren't so big. This would be a lot faster, but... And you keep riding it down. Let me zoom out a little bit more again. Okay, and this isn't a video so much of like laces versus Velcro. I can make another video for that. That's, that's relatively an easy video to make. It's just really personal preference at the end of the day, to be honest, but sometimes convenience. But you just keep making this X factor, going across and down, across and down. Okay, and we're almost at the base here. Pop through here. Last one. All right, we go through right here. Okay, and then we go through right here. Done. Okay, now let's zoom out so you can see everything again. What you want to do now is pull this as tight as you can, and now all the laces should be nice and ready to move. Okay, so what we do is, just to make sure everything's in, okay, we fan it out. Okay, you can see the X's are all the same. Fan it out, pull it towards you, and then pull it towards you again, both tiers, and open it up. Make sure that everything is perfectly even. Then what you do is you pull it back down to tighten it up again. If I can find it, geez, pull it down. But see here, what we have, what I don't like, see those plastic tips? They'll go right through, okay? So when you pull it, now everything's tight, but what I recommend is, firstly, instead of tying a knot around with a plastic tip, here's what we do. Pair of scissors. You get rid of the plastic tip, because the plastic tip can really severely damage someone's eye. I've actually seen people scratch their corneas off that. That's not good. So you want to get rid of that plastic tip. So now you got just a soft felt feel at the end. And I just toss those over somewhere. And then what you do is, around the tip of your finger, is you just roll it around, pop it out, and make a small knot. Okay, pull it again, Do it on the other side. Super easy, guys. Basic pair of shoelaces too, bootlaces in this case. Now when I go to pull this all the way out, notice how it's not going through. The only downside to that, guys, is that if you need to change the laces and you goof the way you X'd it, you know, you kind of have to start over, because threading this through the eyelids with just the fabric, you'd basically need a needle, and I just wouldn't put that near one of my gloves. So, but this is basically how you change a pair of boxing glove laces. It's really easy. It takes, you know, if you're not talking people through it, takes less than a minute, and it's super easy to do. And then, like I said, I cut the plastic tip off, because the plastic tip, if it whacks your eye compared to this, there's nothing to this, whereas a plastic tip will pop right in, and ow, I just don't want to deal with that, right? But guys, that's basically how you change boxing glove laces. It's super easy, it takes less than a minute, and it might be cool if you say you want to change, like this is an orange pair of gloves, you might want blue laces, maybe you have a pink pair of gloves and they have white laces, but you want pink laces, or a different color like hot blue or something like that. You can change anything that you want, but I always recommend 72 inches, right? That way you have enough space to wrap around the glove once and tie it, okay? Or twice and tie it, actually. You can do that. If you want something longer, I don't think it's necessary. I think most gloves use 72 inches. I think anything longer is just kind of making it a pain for you and your coach. But at that point, you know, this is just how we would change them, okay? All right, folks, with that said, I really appreciate your time. I hope you got something out of this video. You know, if you have any questions of how I do certain things, or if I recommend any type of brand of laces, which I really don't, like I said, just go to Dollar General and it works perfect for you. And this is basically what I got. Hopefully a review for these gloves coming out soon within the next month. Hopefully I want to give them a little bit more time on the time test, though I will say they are really good. And I can't wait to do a review of them, all right? Like, comment, and subscribe. Above all, comment, leave any suggestions that you got down for new content below. I'd love to do it as much as I can. And thanks for all the support, guys. I'll see you on the next episode. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching the video. I just wanted to take a moment at the end here and tell you something. If you want to see something specific on the channel, I'm always looking for content recommendations. This could be gear reviews, technical breakdowns, or even my take on current events in the combat sport world. So please, drop your recommendations in the comment section below, and you can even message me on the social media pages and I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. Also, only if you really want to, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell for all my latest uploads, and follow the social media pages for all news regarding the channel. You can find those in the description below. It goes a long way to help the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. As always, folks, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode.